To start off, why don't we talk about how you're doing?
Me or Foodlink?
Both.
I'll speak for both. We're doing okay. I think the silver lining of having to show up every day during this is that you get to show up every day during this. And I know some people don't have the opportunity. They have to work from home. And I think there's a certain level of powerlessness that people are feeling and navigating as they sit through home, even though that's the best type of service they can provide right now. So I'm trying to appreciate and have my staff appreciate the fact that even though we have to leave our homes every day and put ourselves at risk to some extent, that it enables us to be productive during this period and useful. And I think that is a gift and a silver lining to this experience.
What has the demand been like?
There has been a different type of demand for emergency food. It's been big. We've gotten a lot of phone calls. Our network of emergency food providers have gotten a lot of phone calls, but it's different than what it's looked like in the past. It's not just individuals that rely on food stamps and emergency food normally. It's folks that are panicked because there's been a run on grocery stores and maybe their schedule didn't allow them to get out. It's folks who have lost their jobs either temporarily or permanently perhaps in the food industry or other places, and it's been individuals who receive meals through places that have been shut down, like the school meals that are provided to kids throughout our city, or seniors who normally go to congregate feeding programs. So it's new types of individuals we're getting phone calls from, and the need is great.
Do you have the supplies to meet those needs?
Yeah, Foodlink mobilized very quickly to make sure that we were able to meet the need. There's no amount of emergency food we could put out throughout our 10-county network that would fully meet the need. That's why we always depend on SNAP benefits for individuals that are experiencing food insecurity, but we have mobilized in a big way to meet this unique need. So we have emptied out our inventory, we've opened up our shelves to our partners throughout the community, and we've ordered emergency supplies. Before this even hit, we made a major order of critical food supplies so that we would be able to prepare emergency food supply boxes for folks, packs that will last a few weeks depending on the size of families. And so the first 10,000 of those boxes are going out this week and next, and then we'll do a second round. Today we begin packing the second allotment of 10,000 boxes that are going to be distributed throughout our 10-county region, which is 7,000 square miles.
I think it speaks to the structure of Foodlink as well, not just the supplies. And do you see Tom Ferraro's work in any of what we're seeing now?
Yeah, Tom Ferrara was my mentor. He was the founder of Foodlink, and I think that he would be immensely proud of what we've been able to accomplish to date, mostly because we've turned around so quickly. I think that's what he would be proud of, is he was always responsive to the needs of the community, but he prided himself and Foodlink on being able to be nimble and respond quickly, and that's what we did. We're seeing requests that we've never seen before, and we're turning around in a 24-hour basis and meeting those requests. Senior meals, we got friends from Lifespan called us and said, we've got seniors calling us off the hook in need of home delivery of meals, and in 24 hours we had 1,000 senior bags of food out to our partners. We got a call from the county saying individuals who were in quarantine were also food insecure and needed food boxes, and within 24 hours we had a nurse picking up those food boxes. I think I see Tom in that type of agility and ability to respond to requests really rapidly.
What's your biggest fear at this point?
I don't fear Foodlink's ability to continue doing our work and meeting the need in the long run. I think there's going to be ups and downs, but I think we are as prepared as we could possibly be to continue to respond to the community. So I'm trying not to be driven by fear, but when you ask that, I think of my staff. I want to protect them and make sure that they feel as secure as possible coming to work every single day, and that they also physically, mentally, spiritually are in this for the long haul too. Because we know that tensions are high, we know that they have families that are home that they need to take care of, and that they value their work and the mission of serving this community. But there's a lot that they need to balance. So my biggest personal fear is not being able to meet all of their needs. But I think so far we're doing a good job of that, and I hope we can continue to.
Did you ever see anything like this when you took the job coming down the pike?
No, I don't think I could have ever foreseen this, but I will say that I started at the end of 2008. So the food bank at that time was responding to a recession, and Tom Ferrara had begun to invest in more innovative programs, and he had to suspend those temporarily as he reinvested in emergency food distribution and rebuilt that network. And I'm seeing echoes of that right now, is that we have this beautifully innovative strategic plan that we've been making progress on, and we will continue to, but for this moment we have to suspend some of those maybe seemingly more exciting opportunities in the community so that we can respond. So no, I never foresaw a situation in which we'd have to practice social distancing and be so responsive to a public health crisis. But we are a disaster response organization, and we're always prepared to suspend any non-essential activities in an effort to make sure that people are fed, which is our number one goal and the heart of our organization.
Do you think that after this is all over, perhaps people will have a greater appreciation of Foodlink and maybe help with the strategic plan that had been in place?
Yeah, that's my hope, I think, overall, because, not only are we suspending those programs and activities, but we're suspending our fundraisers, our annual event. We have to pause all of that. And so it is my sincere hope that people will be lifelong supporters of Foodlink after that. I have been just floored by the response we've gotten from the community so far. Not just that they've responded and donated, but that they did it quickly. We didn't have to sit and explain to them what this public health crisis would mean to children who receive 2 meals a day in school, or seniors who go every single day to a congregate meal site. They made that connection, and they started to donate instantly, and we had incredible partners like the United Way, who convened bigger funders across our community to make contributions to us so that we could immediately ramp up operations. So I've been, again, just so impressed with how quickly people responded, and I think that I'm confident that they will see that we are good stewards of those contributions, and that we are doing everything we can to feed this community, and that they will join us for the long haul, that when we feed individuals and get through this crisis, we'll still be here to do the critical work we do each and every day.
Great. What else would you like to add that I might have missed, Julia?
In addition to making sure that we're doing everything to protect our staff and volunteers, we're doing everything we can to ensure the safety of our food supply as well, which is why we've moved a lot of our operations off-site to a second location at the Convention Center. We're so grateful to the folks at the Convention Center for opening up their facility and enabling us to pack emergency food boxes there, and also grateful to the hundreds of volunteers who also signed up on a moment's notice, have come out to the Convention Center for 6 days straight, I think, to pack boxes, and in doing so, keep themselves distanced from other volunteers there. We know that they're putting themselves at risk just by leaving their doors, but they know that they're called to do something greater and to help people, and we could not be doing what we're doing right now without them.
And I'm under the understanding that going to the Convention Center was not a pre-planned move in case of emergency. That was very quick thinking and generosity on certain people's parts.
It absolutely was. It had been recommended to us that we quickly come up with a second site, and we did that, but we didn't do it without the help of our colleagues. So again, United Way of Greater Rochester, Congressman Joe Morelli have stepped up to help all the nonprofits in town make sure that we're communicating and collaborating with government officials also, and it was due to that collaboration that we were able to secure that spot, again, in a 24-hour turnaround.